Wait. Try again. Try now.
Hello?
Can you hear me? Okay, we got it.
How's it coming in through there?
Yeah, we got it.
So he's with us, but he's not with us. Technologically, yes. There we go. Ish. Rotate yourself every once in a while. Appreciate it. Both. I'm blind, I'm clumsy, and yes, very flattering. Yes.
I'm sad bad today.
You're sad, you're bad, you're good, then you're ish.
Alright, well, we only have one commentator.
Is it not working? Bad?
So we got this figured out. Like this is all figured.
Yes, me and Derek. Tell Derek.
Yeah,
Yeah, you spell the word if. You spell the word if. I'm iffy.
Are you kidding?
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the districts from Farmington Knights against the Perryville Pirates. As we already had our kickoff. Snap off real quick already to Cody Wright, and he barely missed the ball. Looked like a really great throw, great target. Just a slight miss there. Farmington lines up to start off the next play. Nice great running out the back. Looks like it was handed off. Stopped pretty short. Don't look like much yardage gained there. That's up for the next play again. Nathaniel link back. Looks like he's looking for the throw. Throws off. Going to Cody Wright, number 12, and it's received, and he's off. And ladies and gentlemen, in under a minute, the Knights already have their first touchdown. Cody Wright has been a huge playmaker this year so far. And so he's really brought us a lot of touchdowns and points this year as far as Farmington.
Yeah, he usually puts on the team backpack every now and then, and he's been outstanding this year.
Kelcraft back to take the punt. Not the punt, the kick. The field goal. Obviously, I can't speak tonight. I haven't commentated in a while. I guess I also need to mention my name. My name is Derek Wisdom, and this is Owen Tripp with me.
Hopefully, the Knights defense can get us an offensive possession again. See if we can put up 14 pretty quickly. As it is, whoever loses does go home. Their season will be over at the end of the night.
And so it'd definitely be awesome to see the Knights come out ready to play today, do what they need to do, get done what they need to get done, and bring home a W for us.
Yeah, move on to the next round of districts.
The next round of the districts,
Be next week.
we play Hillsborough.
Well, I think it depends on how North County and Cape Central play, I think. But I don't know. It's kind of unclear right now. You don't really know who we're going to play just yet.
I was thinking it was Hillsborough, but because I know they have a fairly good football team. Carcross back to take the kick. Got that one right this time. Deep kick. Back to the 10. 21. Receives it, and that is number 27, Hunter Sloan. Sorry, wrong number. Took the receive and got it down to about the 39, looks like. A little under the 39. Let's see if the Knights can hold them back here. And
Hopefully the Knights defense can have another outstanding game.
from what I heard, their last game they played, I guess that was last week against
Parkway West.
Parkway West, that's right. And they actually
They lost.
They lost, that's right.
The score was 28-13.
Sounds like they have a pretty decent team also.
Yeah. Brings up 2nd and 1 for the Perryville Pirates. It looks like he's well over the first down mark.
Number 29 there with a carry, and that would be Derek Kern.
It looks
I like his first name.
Looks like both offenses run the triple option, but I guess it's going to come down to who runs it or executes it well enough.
Holds the ball and keeps on going.
There's not a whole lot of teams in high school that run the triple option, but we're one of the teams.
Number 10 off here, taken for the carry. Oh, and it looks like he's going to the races, pushed out of bounds. Number 10 there, that'd be Eli Burke.
Looks like the Knights defense is sitting back on their heels a little bit. They're not really putting a whole lot of stop to the bleeding.
Actually, that'd be Bryce Flaherty. Sorry, I read the wrong name. That was a player with the keeper there. Nice step down to take the defensive stand. Team coming out, looking for the throw, looks like. But it looks like number 12 with a nice sack. With a loss of about 10 yards. Rothman Harris, a sophomore this year. Phenomenal defensive player. Nice little sack there. Brought him back at least, looks like about 9 yards.
That was a good defensive read there. Firing off the ball.
And it looked like he actually almost knocked it out of his hands.
Yeah.
The player had kind of gone back to make the throw, and Rothman had actually kind of got a tip on it, but he brought it down real quick and kept it.
Up about 2nd and 20. Perryville.
Looks like Cole Lawrence and number 8 there from Farmington Knights, and that would be Carson Sutton.
Devin Hughes actually is playing with the cast, the pink cast, because it's a pink out game. But he tore all the ligaments in his thumb. At least that's what the ear talk is.
How did he do that?
I have no idea. That's just what ear talk is.
Knights off for the. Oh wow! Number 10 off to the races here. And, oh wow! A nice hit from the back from 58, Ryan Barnes. Number 10 here, Bryce Flaherty with a real nice keeper. It looked like almost a 40-yard run. Got the juke by one of our players, and from the back, Ryan Barnes just laid him out. Real nice hit. Looks like the Perryville Pirates are actually getting pretty close to home territory for the Knights. Let's see if we can hold them here. It looks like they're pushing through pretty hard. Looks like about almost a 5-yard gain or so.
Perryville is now in the end zone. They're going to try to punch one here, tie this game up.
Number 10 out with the carry again. And a nice low tackle there by number 52, it looked like. Maybe 58 from Farmington Knights.
Number 88, Tommy Keel, had the backfield tackle.
Knights looks like they're really trying to hold them here. 9 yards to go. You can tell Perryville really wants to drive this one home, but let's see if the Knights will really hold them off here and let them do it. I don't know who number 77 is from Perryville, but that is a big man.
Yeah, he
Watched him give a quick little shove to one of our players and looked like they about flew home. Looked like that was about it was exactly a 5-yard gain there. They've got about 4 yards to go here to drive it home, and like I said, the Knights are really trying to hold it here, so let's see if they can.
Well, that was 4th and 5, but it looks like Perryville came up a little short.
Yep, Perryville came up short once again. Knights held them off.
Looks like the officials are gonna measure this one. It looks like they're short.
Yeah, it definitely doesn't look like it's definitely not giving a first down there. It looked like it didn't even really look like it was a close shortage there. It looked like it was a few inches, Of course, that is close, but, when it comes down to measuring like that, it's usually a little bit more close, but it didn't look like it from here anyways.
That was a great end zone defense there by the Knights.
For sure. 4 yards to go and the Knights held them there. It's good to see the Knights holding them down like that. Two receivers out wide. Couldn't tell who had the keeper there, but looked like
Tyson Gray.
Yes, sir. It was indeed Tyson Gray. Tyson Gray, a junior, an absolute monster. I've never seen somebody who can be a multi-sport athlete like he is. He's always grinding, trying to do better. Basketball, football. He's just a natural born athlete.
He's also very smart. top 5 in his class.
That's for sure too. He's just absolutely gifted. And here you see him making a good 6, 7, 8 yard run here. Gave him the keeper again, and he gave him their money's worth. It's a first down for Knights.
It'll be fun to see if Tyson, see how far he goes in sports-wise, which I think the academic part of it will
The academic will definitely boost him, but his athletic gift will carry him pretty far too, especially at a good school. Just depends on what he wants to do with it and where he wants to go for sure. Looks like about a 3 yard gain there, maybe. That was Nathaniel Link with the keeper. Never mind, my bad. That was actually Tyson Gray, number 3. Got 3 receivers out wide. You got number 4, Caden Kaiser Barton, Adam Kateri, and number 15, Eli Lamb. Tyson handed the ball again, and it looked like he wasn't able to get very much there, I guess. It's a 3rd down and 8 to go. Ball on the 17-yard line with a little under 4 minutes left. Looked like they're about to kick off the play, and looked like they're switching up the...
Looks like they try to get a little defense encroachment there.
Oh, a nice deep throw to Cody Wright, and it is received, ladies and gentlemen. And it looked like there was actually even a flag thrown on the play. Again, Cody Wright, about a yard short of the 50-yard line. I mean, a beautiful catch, even with a defensive man right on his back. Turned around and just had it float right into his hands. Nathaniel Link has just got a beautiful throw, and it was just right where it needed to be. Like we said earlier, Cody Wright has really performed for our team this year, and I mean, he actually tied Braden Krause with the most touchdowns in one game.
Yeah, that was a fun game to watch.
Very entertaining.
Looks like
He's also a great multi-sport athlete. He's very good at basketball. One of the best defensive players we have. Flag calling there. Looked like it was on the Knights. I don't know exactly what for.
I got a false start.
So it looked like the Knights will be taken back 5 yards. And we are now ball on the 38 with 15 yards to go. After a great catch like that, it's just just really sucks to see that happen. Let's see who Nathaniel's going to go for the throw or the run play. Quick little throw to Adam Kateri out wide, number 29. Looked like he actually went to juke but didn't really know where to go, and so he was just surrounded by about 3 Pirates, and they quickly picked him up and put him down real quick. I don't think that went as well as he was hoping for it to.
Looked like he did a little too much dancing there and didn't hit a hole hard enough.
Yeah. He should have just got it and took it off, but he kind of tripped up on himself, it looked like, and was thinking about juking, but didn't go like he wanted. Knights on the 11 now, 2nd down, 11 yards to go. Number 39 with the keeper there. Nice run. About a 12-yard run there from number 39. That'd be Dylan Allen. That is one thing for Farmington. We definitely have some great multi-sport athletes. Dylan Allen, a absolute beast at wrestling. And he's also had some great runs this year.
Also a senior year, so hopefully it's the best one yet.
I'd love to see him go to state and win it for wrestling this year.
Yeah.
Dylan Allen getting with the keeper again and found a nice little hole. Barely got hit from the side by number 11 here. Knocked him off balance a little bit, but another 10-yard run. The chain gang is resetting. We're on the 35 now with a little under 2 minutes. Knights are up 7-0.
I think as long as the Knights are have more opportunities at having offensive possessions, we should win this game. But anything can happen in football.
I completely agree. Out to number 15, Eli Lamb again, and he gets looked like about an 8-yard carry there, decent carry. Like I said earlier, he didn't really try to dance around like Kateri did, and I think that was the difference there. Is instead of dancing around, he just found that hole and he just went for it.
Yeah.
It got caught from the back and pulled him down real quick, and it looked like he was really trying to fight to keep on going, but it was still a decent run.
Yeah, the Knights have a little screen pass momentum going here.
And I do agree. Football can go anyway. In any sports like that, they can go anyway. But if the Knights keep on with these, holding up the defense and getting themselves more opportunities to go. Tyson Gray off to the carry, and it looks like somebody knocked him down. But to continue what I was saying, they keep getting these offensive opportunities. It'll definitely, of course, be to their advantage. Especially, it's nice to see them not just doing run plays. You see a lot of that with Farmington, but it seems we're adventuring out of our comfort zone here with a little bit, some screen plays. We've had some running plays. We've had some nice deep throws. Run here by Tyson Gray again, and it looks like that's not really going anywhere. It's the second keeper he's had, and not much yardage gain there.
Yeah, I think Farmington needs to find their blocking game here for the offensive line. So there's no offensive blocking, the ball's not going to be going anywhere.
Knights down for the second play, 9 yards to go on the 23rd for the first down. Nathaniel Link out wide to look for the throw, and right there to Adam Kateri. Great catch. Again, he went for a short little juke there, but ended up about a yard inside of the 10. So Knights look like they got about a 9 yards to go there.
There is a new injury to one of the Farmington players. Number 23, Luke Boyd, he's one of our free safeties, and his ankle ended up getting stepped on during one of the week's practices. And
Keeper given to Dylan Allen there.
I believe it is some kind of torn ligament or something in his ankle, and he's unable to attend tonight's game. But he's definitely on the sidelines cheering us on. But it is first and goal for the Knights. Second and goal for the Knights as they look to punch in this little 2-yard.
Actually, the time is called now. It's into the first quarter. Knights again, like he said, about 2 yards short. Great little punch to the hole Dylan Allen found. Great hole that Dylan Allen found and punched through. As the second quarter is underway, the Knights
our 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line. As I hand it off to Tyson Gray, and he walks in easily. So it looks like there was a little bit of a mishandling there on the football. It's kind of weird because Tyson had the ball over the goal line, but kind of looks like the refs are just going to put it as close as they can to that white line.
Yeah, it looks like he, quote unquote, fell short. Didn't really look like he did, but you know, it's the men in the striped shirts that make the calls. So we'll see here if Tyson will punch it in one more time or see who gets it here. And it definitely looks like it'll be Tyson, and he took off and he definitely made it right through a nice little hole there. 2nd touchdown for the Knights. Will be coming out to take the field goal. Krause back again, a freshman that has a big boot for. Oh wow! And Perryville blocked it. Looks like he'll. You know, I can hear parents saying that it was way off sides, but I just really didn't expect that. That kind of caught me off guard. It's one of the first times I've ever seen a high schooler actually block one of our field goals. That kid was quick, that's for sure. That kid fired off and he was gone. And Kale was definitely late. I mean, he kicked it right into the kid.
Yeah, and kind of pushing a little off sides there, but I guess it happens.
Maybe we'll take another look at it. I don't know. Looks like Coach Krupe's down there talking to the refs. Nope, doesn't look like there'll be any review or anything like that. They're just going to let it go. Like I said, 13-0. Again, as you've seen before, Kale got kick blocked.
I think that's the first time he's missed all season.
Probably. And I mean, it's sad to say his first miss is actually a block, but as I was saying earlier, Kel Cross is a freshman, and I mean, the kid's got an absolute boot, which I don't know if he would for sure be starting. We have a senior named Parker Hastings who was originally started off our kicking. Now, Kel has a lot more, probably has been kicking for a lot longer than Parker has, but you know, Parker being a senior, he got that spot. But wow. As we see Eli Lamb bring down the runner there, Kel Kraus kicked it deep into the around the 10 yards, and he jumped up and received it. But Eli Lamb with a nice little tackle there from behind. It looked like they were actually going to push him back a few yards because the kid had started off taking off, and you know, as you see in the Knights rush him, he kind of made a loop back around and went back. We were able to recover that. I don't know who had the tackle there, but that was brought down by Kobe Edwards. I think the carry was by Caleb Gramad, maybe, if I heard correctly. And Cole Lawrence catches that kid real quick before it gets away. Kid runs right into Cole, and Cole being about 6'7", 6'8", quite the tower on the field, runs right into him, and didn't look like the kid was going to be getting anywhere, and obviously he didn't. It's a third down. They're on the 20. They've got 11 yards to go for the first down. As we've said a few times tonight, let's hope the Knights can continue to hold them. Their defense is looking really, really good tonight. I mean, they held them at the 4-yard line at a nice little drive, and it looks like Perryville is calling a timeout, and so we'll take a short little break and we'll be right back. Back, ladies and gentlemen, as Farmington and Perryville take the field. Perryville, like I said earlier, they got 11 yards to go for a first down. They're on the 20. And it looks like there was an actual fumble from the Perryville Pirates, but if that obviously takes quite a bit of yards from them there on the 4th down. Doesn't look like it'll be of much help for the Pirates here. Now on their 4th down on the 14, so they had a loss of 3 yards. 4th down, like I said. We'll see what the Pirates do here.
Yeah, it looks like they're gonna punt here, but I wouldn't be surprised if they have a little trick up their sleeve here.
You think they'll try to pull something?
I don't know. I'd be surprised, but
it'd definitely be risky. Yeah, they do. Doesn't look like the looks like it's about between the 53 and 54 here. Nobody's able to receive that. They just let it drop, and that's come out for the play. We're on the 46-yard line. I said the 53 and 54, but obviously that wasn't very smart of me.
Daniel Lincoln's shotgun here. He's got 3 receivers
out wide to number 4, Caden Kaiser-Barton. He had a nice receive, took off, and looked like he was pulled down a little bit.
Nice little screen pass there, as KB is getting some varsity reps here the past 2 weeks.
He's a freshman this year also. KB definitely has some good hands for a freshman. I'm sure we'll see some good things from him the next few coming years. Looks like we got 4 receivers out. We got, looks like KB, number 15, number 8, and then couldn't tell who that was on the other side, but
that's just amazing to see.
It's Tyson.
Takes 3 football players to bring down Tyson Gray, and Nathaniel Link is definitely racking up some passing yards here tonight.
And that's good to see. I mean, whether people will admit it or not, Nathaniel's got a great arm, got great accuracy. I mean, he's just got some line drives if they give him the chance, and that's why I love coming and seeing this when we actually have a little bit more throwing. It just makes it a lot more entertaining. It gets you on your toes a little bit more than a run game that's only getting 1 or 2 yards maybe. A deep throw to number 12, Cody Wright, and he's barely short, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, fingertips short. Like I said, I mean, that right there goes to show, I mean, a deep throw into deep coverage. And I mean, Cody was almost there, so that's a great throw from Nathaniel Link, and great, I mean, it was just an overall great play. It was just sad to see that he was a tad short. Tyson Gray out wide on the right side. Then you got Eli Lamb, Caden Kaiser Barton, and then number 8, Carson Sutton out wide. And it looks like Farmington had a mistake here. Did they lose the ball? Maybe I can see that there.
The ball looked like it coughed out of his hands and rolled out of bounds, which results in Farmington still their possession of the ball, but it
No,
was basically
no yardage gain, really.
Yeah, but it was basically a waste of a down, really. I mean, looks like we only got 2 yards.
It's better than a loss, though.
Yeah, that is true. But Nathaniel Link was like 4 consecutive plays in shotgun, and he was rolling. Looks like they go ground game here as Dylan Allen is stopped right at their line of scrimmage. As it brings up
Looks like he gained about a yard or 2.
Looks like the Knights are going to go for it. I mean, they're up 13-0.
Yeah, they got 4 yards to go and 7 yards to go on the 4th down direction. They're on the 29. I mean, if they get this first down, then they'll be off to the races here. Bruins and Perryville player looks like, oh.
And it is intercepted at the 1 yard line. As looks like a little misdirection there by one of our wide receivers as he misran his route, looked like. But
that or he was just too slow on the run. I don't really know for sure, but let's see if, I mean, they're on the 1 yard line. Let's see if the Knights can hold them back.
see if we can't get a little bit of a safety.
That'd be nice to see.
Yeah.
A little bit of payback for the blocked field goal.
Yeah. That would put us well over pace of a missed field goal. That'd be 15-0.
Even a 2-point conversion.
Yeah.
Well, you get 3 points for a safety, correct?
No, you get 2.
Oh.
As it is a safety.
And it definitely looks like it'll be a safety for the Knights. That'll bring us up to 15-0.
That was a great defense there by the Knights. They wanted that one bad.
Yeah, they've definitely been on the game tonight. With a little under 7 minutes left, it's 15-0. Knights leading.
And the Knights do get the ball back there.
Looks like we will definitely be bringing home a win for districts. I mean, I don't want to speak too early, but I mean, just looking from so far, I mean, it's 15-0. You know, Perryville has had some pretty decent defense, but you know, Nathaniel has been on his game tonight. Several players have been on the game. Our defense is on the game. It looks like the Knights really showed up to play tonight, and that's awesome to see.
Yeah, I think this week's practice was intense, and I think every single player on the Farmington Knights football squad worked hard, is showing off early here in the football game.
Well, I'm sure they've been getting to the nitty-gritty. You know, as a soccer player, I know it's not the same as football, but I definitely know what it's like. You know, come districts, it's a whole another different type of practice style. You know, you got to focus in a lot more, not drift out. You know, you got to go a little bit harder than usual. So when it comes down to districts and all that, you know, that's when it really counts, and that's when you really got to put in the time and grind. Looks like Eli Lamb and Cody Wright back to receive. Looks like it'll be knocked out of bounds about the 38. For a little bit of side conversation, the volleyball girls, Farmington Volleyball, actually plays Lafayette tomorrow. And, you know, if anybody knows much about volleyball, I'm sure they can already presume what that will end up looking like, as Lafayette has won state the last 6 years in a row. I mean, the only player that I know of that has committed so far, or maybe more, is either a 6'6" or 6'8" middle who's already committed to Duke. Lafayette is a very, very good volleyball team. I mean, they're absolutely phenomenal. And oh wow, as we see Nathaniel Link just break out of that hole out of nowhere. I didn't see him coming at all, but broke out at a nice stride, got us another first down. Looks like we're on about the 40. Oh no. Looks like we're on about the 32, 31. As I was saying earlier, so the Knights will play them tomorrow at 4:30, and of course we'll have somebody streaming that and commentating on that. And it'll be, if you do decide to watch, make sure you watch out for our crowd, because we got a great student section this year. And it will be at home in the new Farmington High School Fieldhouse.
Yeah, hopefully give all the good luck. What is it called? We'll just say we're giving them all the good luck we can.
Yeah, try to help them out a little bit with our cheers. But like I said, I mean, they're a very dangerous team. Oh, a nice little shotgun screen pass by Nathaniel Link to Eli Lamb, number 15, and it looks like it'll be another first down. I mean, they are just driving it in. Doesn't look like they'll be stopping anytime soon. It does look like Eli Lamb is actually limping a little bit as he's running.
No pain, no gain.
Farmington has definitely had no shortage of injuries this year. In all sports. Football's had their fair share, soccer's had their fair share, volleyball has. I mean, we have just, if injuries were a disease, Farmington would definitely have several cases of it.
That's a great point of view to look at it there, Derek.
Farmington back here for the play. Giving off to Dylan Allen, finds a beautiful little hole again, and looks like he's hit from the side again, knocks him off balance. Looked like it was probably about a 5 or 6 yard gain there. If I think I heard right, I think it was actually brought on by Logan Thaxton, number 11, actually who used to go here. He went here for about a year or two, played for our 8th grade football team. He's also another great athlete. Looks like he's been doing some great things for Perryville football.
Tyson almost had his second rushing TD there on the night.
Tyson Gray definitely has been driving quite a bit tonight. Trying to hammer it in. Looks like you said, I mean, we got 1 yard to go. Tyson Gray back again, so I'm sure he'll be the one handing it off and driving it right in. And it does look like it. And that will be the 3rd touchdown for the Knights. We see Kel Krause coming out for the kick again. We'll see if number 29 here comes out wide and tries to shut him down one more time. Now that would be absolutely crazy to see him be blocked twice in one game, especially by the same player. I mean, as I said earlier, I mean, the kid was crazy fast, so that'd be pretty crazy. It's now 21-0. Flag on the field. It looked like.
No, that same kid that blocked it the first time was about 5 seconds too early.
And it doesn't look like we'll even be kicking anymore. Looks like they lost 5 yards there, so we'll be going in for the 2-point conversion, which I think is a smart idea. You know, you see that kid jump the gun so early to block that field goal. why not go ahead and go in for that attempt?
Yeah, it brings us up to the 1 yard line. As Dylan Allen
Drives it in and gets us the
basically
2-point
walks it
conversion.
in.
Nice little stroll. Now that would be a sight. What would you think if the Knights here just kept on bringing home touchdowns and just held them? Nice shutout for a district win. Now that would be awesome to see.
That would be. Well, technically, a shutout's considered. I guess you could say is considered whenever a team beats a team by 3 or more touchdowns.
Oh, okay.
So right now, it's technically
So
shutout.
it is a shutout as of right now, but with still more game time to go, of course, that can be changed. We are in shutout territory, no doubt.
And then you have the turbo clock that will come in effect after 38 points. It's either 38 or 28. It's one of the two.
38 points. The turbo clock will come on, and of course that'll just start streaming. The clock will go endlessly until the game is over.
Which we've only done that to one team this year so far.
Yeah, it was Potosi for our homecoming. Of course, that was a great win for the team. But it would definitely be nice to see us have a shutout. I think that would be our first shutout of the whole entire season. I don't think we've had one.
I don't think we have either.
Every team has scored on us this year. And the Knights are, what are they going 500 right now?
Oh yeah, they're well over 500. They're about 2 games over 5. Actually, I think they're.
No, I think they are 500
Yeah,
or one
they
game
are.
over.
They are.
Because they
were 5
won
and 4.
Potosi.
They were 5 and 4, or were they 5 and 3? And then they played Parkway West, which was their last season game, so that would make them 5 and 4 because they only play 9 games. But anyway. Perryville is going to try to at least get close to scoring a touchdown before the half is over. But Kobe Barnes, number 58, is slowly walking off the field, grabbing his left hamstring or left thigh, which I would imagine is a hamstring.
Kobe Barnes, another one that has been stricken with injury a few times this year. As they like to call it, the C word, a concussion.
Yeah.
He's had that a couple times. He's very renowned for having concussions. And then, of course, he comes off limping here with looks like an injury to his thigh, trying to walk it off.
Might be a cramp.
Maybe, that might be what it is.
Or Charlie horse.
As we were talking about earlier, ladies and gentlemen, the Knights are 5 and 5. Parkway West lost earlier. We would have been 6 and 4, and that brought us to 5 and 4. So early on in the season, we were actually 3 and 5. We had 3 wins and 5 losses, and then we had the Potosi win and the Clayton win, which had brought us. I guess we would have been 3 and 4. And then we'd gotten 2 wins, and that brought us 5 and 4. And then we lost to Parkway West. Ooh, look at that, ladies and gentlemen. A beautiful play. There's we see it looked like a thrown short a little bit. The player turned around and come back and jumped up for the receive, and it looked like as he was trying to catch it, he was trying to make sure the other player didn't catch it either, but he had knocked it up, and Tyson Gray turned around real quick and dove for it and actually caught it. A very neat play to see there. So as we see that, the Knights will have the interception.
Yeah, that's a good defensive play there as we're winding down to halftime with 2 minutes and 57 seconds left in the first half. Hopefully they can run the clock down a little bit as Tyson Gray is
looks like Tyson Gray will make the
quarterback
keeper there. Looks like he gained about 3-4 yards there. Looks like we'll have about 7 yards to go for a first down, and the ball's on the 44-yard line. Second down. It'd be awesome to see Knights bring home another touchdown in the next 2.5 minutes. tries to grab the keeper there, and as he hits one guy and knocks him off, and then runs into another guy, and it looks like that guy couldn't even bring him down, so then they had to bring in 2 more guys, and it took 3 of them to drag him down. I'm sure it's certainly not an easy task to bring someone down of that size.
Well, it does bring up 3rd and 5, as Nathaniel Link is now back at quarterback. So hopefully we can get a first down here.
They're going to be going for a throw here. Looks like Caden Kaiser out wide, and looks like, and Caden Kaiser with a little bobble there. Turned real quick, looked for the ball, almost hit his hands perfectly. Great throw by Nathaniel Link, and it just bobbled out of his hand, shot out a little bit. Unfortunate to see that on the 4th down. I guess we're going to see if the Knights is going to try to drive it in that 5 yards or not.
I bet he wishes he had that one back.
Yeah, I bet he does. That's a very unfortunate miss there, but things happen. Players make mistakes. It happens. We're up 23-0. As I said, we want to definitely see a shutout happen tonight, but
Nothing's guaranteed.
the Knights do go for the punt.
Well, it does put Perryville on their own 20-yard line, which is looked like a 55-yard punt by Cody Wright. As Perryville has the work cut out for them, as they're going to have to drive
80 yards.
Yeah.
So I guess we'll see how well they handle that. With a little under 2 minutes left on the clock, again 23-0. The Pirates are on the 1-yard line.
It's very cool to see this be a pink out game for Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
Yeah, but I will say with a pink out game, you usually see a lot more players with pink socks or pink gear, and you see very, very few. You see Nathaniel, Caden Kaiser Barton, Eli Lamb, Rothman Harris, but you see very few, honestly. Oh wow. And looks like the Pirates are making a really, really deep run with about a 35-yard gain there from number 10. I definitely didn't see that happening. Bryce Flaherty there. This kid's been very impressive so far with some really deep runs.
That was a beautiful spin move there as he almost got away.
Broke the tackle from Rothman Harris. Rothman almost had him and hit the next player and done the spin move, and it looked like he ran into somebody else.
But all that's for nothing, as there was a flag on the play. It looked like a holding on Perryville. So he did all that
back
for
about
nothing.
10 yards. Incorrect, 15 yards. So they had about a 35-yard gain, and they lost 15 yards of it, and that really is unfortunate to see. Throwing out wide to number 29, going out wide looking for the run. Looks like he will get the first down. That was Derek Kearns. Brought down by Adam Katiri there.
Tried to go air there, and quarterback threw it well out of bounds.
And it's kind of funny to see Cole Lawrence running at him there like a freaking tower, just running at him.
Yeah. But that's a scary sight.
Yeah, 6'8" player running at you like that. That dude can certainly shut some throws down. Looks like I mean, if you look at him in the lineup, I mean, he's a head taller than most of the players, except for Tyson Gray, maybe. Perryville lines up for the drive. And it looks like it was handed off to number 29, Kern again. A little under 50 seconds left in the game now, or in the half. Third down with, looks like 7 yards to go. And like I said before, that the Knights have held them pretty well, except for two or three few breakout runs there that, of course, weren't super dangerous. One, was about a 30-yard gain, but taken back by about 10-15 yards, of course, by a flag. Definitely unfortunate to see that, but
There's 13 seconds left in the quarter.
looks like a timeout was called, maybe. Knights step back out onto the field. Perryville will be coming out shortly. 13 seconds left on the clock, 7 yards to go on the 35, third down. See if the Knights going to hold him here with 13 seconds left. Number 39, Dylan Allen, running after him real quick. And again, we're going to see number 10 make the run real quick. That definitely didn't look like a first down, but I guess it was. On the 45 now with 6 seconds left.
Bryce Flaherty is a pretty good little quarterback.
Yeah. Quick off the gun, and it looks like he's real smart when he needs to run the ball. We haven't really seen him do it. You can definitely tell that Perryville is a lot more of a run game type of team. You haven't seen Bryce throw very much, and the one or two more times that you've seen him do it has been real dangerous. One of the times it was actually intercepted by Tyson Gray. So you can definitely, like I said, you can definitely tell that they're a run game type of team. But as second half ends here, still 23-0, and we will be back, ladies and gentlemen.
second half of the the Perryville Pirates versus Farmington Knights is underway. As Cale Krause is about ready to start this half off with hopefully what is a big boot from him.
As seen earlier, Cale actually went for a field goal attempt and got blocked. It really seemed like it was offsides. Call wasn't made, so it's what happens is what happens. But we definitely came back. We got a safety. Wow. Come back from the last half we had for our defense. It doesn't look like they are doing as much as they usually do. So we see a guy just make a line drive right down the middle, but that's besides the point. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a little under 12 minutes and it's 23-0.
Low snap, and looks like the quarterback is brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Quarterback is going with the QB keeper.
Wow. As you said earlier, I mean, that number 10, he's got quite the good running game, especially if he finds that hole. He's pretty quick at finding those holes, and I mean, he just goes right forward. He's real quick and agile.
Yeah, he knows what he wants, and he goes and gets it. He makes up his mind quick.
And the good thing about a keeper like that is, especially because, you know, if he's not able to find somebody to pass it to, he seems to be pretty quick at finding a hole to find and just run straight at it.
Which it is 4th and 4 now. I imagine Perryville is either looks like they're going to punt here. Which the punt results in at the Knights' own 19-yard line. As Daniel Link comes out with the Knights defense behind him, or the Knights offense behind him, and hopefully they put up another 7 points here.
I guess we'll see if the Knights will start off their first play of the second half with a throw or a run. Nathaniel's definitely been very accurate and on target tonight with his throws, and he doesn't look like that play turned out to wasn't as successful as they originally planned it to be.
No, that linebacker right there read that perfectly, and it's like he knew the play was coming almost. But does bring up 2nd and 13 as the Knights need to move upfield here.
There was not much yardage gain there from number 32, Tyler Barber.
Now 3rd and 11 as the Knights need to find a quick answer here to
Receivers out wide. Nathaniel looks like he's going to try to get a throw off to Tyson Gray. Tyson Gray has looked like a kind of a low hit there to his mid thigh or so. That was neat. Looks like they'll be about 5 yards short. 6 yards short, correction.
looks like Cody Wright's back to punt.
Nice deep big punt there. Back to Logan Thaxton, number 11, and he actually missed the catch at first. Looks like there's a flag on the play there called by the officials. And that definitely could have been a whole lot more dangerous if number 88 Tommy Kill would have stopped him right there. The ball comes down, Thaxton puts his arms out to catch the ball, and it just drives right through. You could definitely tell he was startled by it, so he turned around real quick to go and retrieve it, took off. Tommy just barely a little late to deliver the hit. Looks like Perryville lost some yards on that drive.
I'd like to see the Knights defense here come up with a fumble recovery. It's a big old momentum shift, if you ask me. But an update on the any of you NBA fans who follow anybody, the Cavs just beat the Bucks 116-97, and LeBron had 24 points, 5 rebounds, and 8 assists. As the Cavs moved to 2-0 in Week 1 of the start of the season.
So far, of all the rumors in the NBA, it definitely looks like LeBron is definitely the top contender for MVP. As he's approaching that kind of that older age, his game will be come to an end of sometime soon. So it's nice to see him maybe these last few years, if he's going to decline, get another MVP.
Yeah, I think he's really wanting another shot at the NBA Finals, which
in my opinion, I think it's absolutely absurd to say that the Cavs and Warriors won't be in there again. Charles Barkley said it earlier in the week. You're absolutely crazy if you think that anybody else will be in that. And looks like it will be a sweet, and it will be a fumble recovery by the Knights. Looked like Adam Kateri there had kind of just like right as a player had gotten control of it, Adam Kateri hit him and it knocked him right out of his play, and Adam actually kind of like dove over the ball, and someone came in real quick and recovered it between his feet.
kind of looked like the quarterback shanked that little screen pass there in the dirt, which made the ball eligible for play.
And that might be why there hasn't been much throwing done tonight by the Pirates.
Yeah.
And off by to number 32, Tyler Barber. And it didn't look like there was much gain there except for maybe a yard or two, I guess. Tyler Barber, a sophomore this year. He's been getting some reps. He's had quite a few reps the last 3, 4, or 5 games, and so it's nice to see him out there just trying to get some reps, especially when the team is up 23-10.
Yeah, Barber's had some breakout running games this year, as he's kind of showed everybody what he's made of and what he can do.
looks like the Knights got a flag thrown on them. It looks like they're being taken back about. Looked like they were going back. Never mind, I guess maybe not. Sorry, I thought there was a flag thrown. I guess what? Tyson Gray behind Nathaniel Link here. Guess we'll see if this is a running play. Number 32, Tyler Barber, actually incorrect. And that was a catch by Eli Lamb. Nice little juke there to number 27. Got out of the tackle there, and then as he took off, he had a second defender he had to look out for. And as he, thought about what he's going to do there, the first defender he had juked came from behind and knocked him down.
Eli Lamb he's been starting wide receiver and a corner all year, and he's pretty excited about that. He's also a sophomore,
and he's quite the athlete also. And taken in by Cody right there. That's his
second TD
touchdown
of the day.
Second touchdown of the night. And with 5 minutes left of the first half and a whole another half, you can definitely see Cody Wright getting in on another one maybe.
I'm kind of looking to see.
I'd like to see Caden Kaiser Barton get one, or Eli Lamb. It'd be nice. I'm sure we will see quite a few still happen though. Oh wow, nice little fake by the Knights. Wow, beautiful play as we see Cody Wright bring it down for the kick, and as they put it back, Kale Kraus goes for the fake, and Cody Wright, just absolutely disappears, and he's just gone to the races. And for the 2-point conversion, it is now 31-0, ladies and gentlemen, with 5 minutes and 36 seconds left. Looks like we'll need about another, 7 points for it to come to turbo clock. And so it'd definitely be nice to see the Knights pull that off, get us into another turbo clock run.
I wonder what Perryville is kind of thinking here. They're down 31 points. Third quarter is just under halfway over with. What could they do to bring down or decrease this deficit of 31 points? But as a Farmington, I think they need to keep on doing what they're doing. Whatever they're doing is really working, and their defense has been pretty outstanding tonight. As Kale Kraus goes for a squib quick, and Tommy Keel with a wonderful open field tackle as he
Looked like Tommy Keel just went off to the races there, and he just really wanted to take that guy down. And as you see, he definitely did that. That kid received the ball and he thought it was going to go somewhere, and Tommy Keel said, "I don't think so."
Yeah, Perryville starting on their own 12-yard line. And Farmington's been pretty much sharp on every aspect of the football game tonight.
Especially defense. They have really held
defense
Perryville
and
back.
Offense is there. Their special teams is there.
It's definitely a stretch here to say this, but it'd be nice to see Farmington actually push them back and get them a safety. It's by all means possible. We have seen some flags thrown, some yardage loss, anything like that from both teams. Like I said, it is a stretch, but with an early lead, something like that, they can put them back a little bit.
But as I look, I still see Eli Lamb still limping a little bit, but
He still had the run earlier. I mean, he was limping earlier, and he still had the run. Looks like they actually just called a timeout, so we'll let them do some
reevaluating.
some reevaluating. We'll be back.
Back from the timeout. There's a fumble on the play, but there's also a flag on the play. Carson Sutton with the open field tackle there on the quarterback is a sack, but the quarterback is down. But they do rule it as Farmington's ball, as Carson Sutton curated all of that. And as we're going to see what's going on here with this quarterback. Quarterback is standing on his own 2 feet, which is a good sign. But it kind of looks like his left leg is hurting a little bit.
That's certainly never a good thing to see coming from a quarterback. You know, giving a quarterback an injury like that, it just isn't really a good thing to see.
And I would imagine the backup quarterback is going to come in.
Maybe it's number 77?
Yeah, maybe.
Pirates marry on Andre the Giant.
Well, actually, it is a turnover on the Perryville there, because that was a fumble, so it is our ball. But the quarterback had to be helped off the field there by 2 of his own teammates.
We see it looked like Dylan Allen with a keeper there with about a 3-4 yard drive maybe. Ball on the 8 yards to go for a touchdown clearly, so we'll see if Nice can bring in that last drive, and that will actually give us turbo clock, and so that would be great to see.
coughs up a fumble and gives it right back to Perryville, where they
Guess I spoke too soon.
Hopefully the Knights defense can bring us back another safety, because I really want this ball back. We just coughed it up at the 8-yard line. But number 6 is the quarterback from Perryville now, as Perryville calls a timeout.
Like that was quite the battle coming from Farmington and Perryville there.
Yeah.
Look over, we see the turbo clock on now, and honestly, I'm a little confused considering it's been 31-0 for quite some time, and they just now turned it on. I honestly don't really know what's going on there, but as we see a flag thrown on the play against the Pirates lose. Looks like it's about 10 yards, 5 yards. Turbo clock has stopped. I don't know what's going on, but number 6 off to the races there. Not much is gained there. Maybe a yard or two. They're on the 16. Or they had 16 yards to go and they were on the 17.
Now the turbo clock is on.
I honestly have no clues what is going on with the clock. It seems they keep pausing it and then they run it and run it, so
maybe it's just a technical difficulty.
I don't think that's what it is.
No. but I do think it is a turbo clock. And I think it only stops on the whistle.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Big hit there delivered by Rothman Harris there. Nice little hit. Bringing the keeper down real quick.
That's a good defensive possession there on the Knights as they make it a quick 4 in and out for Perryville.
Rothman, who is actually a twin, his brother Royce, both are very, very good athletes, about as solid as a brick wall. Both are freakishly fast and just overall very, very good athletes. And they almost blocked the punt there. Cody Wright back to receive it. Looked like it was about at the 39-yard line or so. Sets up for the next play. Looks like they're going to be looking for a throw here. Oh wow. Nathaniel looks like he went for the run, got out of the tackle and pulled back out and went right back into pressure and got put down kind of quick. I don't know what happened there because he definitely came out and he looked like he was looking for a quick pass. It looked like Caden Kaiser-Barton was wide open. You know, had a nice little cut right in, and maybe could have popped it right into him, but went in, then back out, and then went back in. So. Right there, it kind of looked like Dylan Allen tried to give a little bit of cover for Nathaniel, and it didn't really pan out that well. Didn't really give him much cover, and so the kid that Dylan was trying to block got around him real quick and went right after Nathaniel, and that kind of put on some pressure for Nathaniel, and looked like he was going to go for the throw, and decided to just go ahead and run it for a few yards. And we have about 6 yards to go. There's the throw. Oh, and it's barely missed by Eli Lamb.
But Farmington is going to go for it on 4th and 5. Well, 4th and 6. As hopefully they can keep the chains moving, as there is 13 seconds left in the third. Well, Fluffy is nailed. Turnover on downs, but
looked like Fluffy was hit pretty hard there. With again, I thought it was turbo clock, but they stopped it at 7 seconds, and that might have been because the whistle was blown. But it's 7 seconds left, 31-0. Knights leading. to number 27. Looked like he might have gotten about a yard or two. Broke through about a tackle or two and then got stopped. Brought down by Kobe Edwards. Kobe Edwards, a senior this year, 5'10", and he's quite the force if you look at his size. See the Knights going for quite the tumble there, and wow, it actually looked like he got past and he's going to get that first down. I didn't really think he was going to, but as you've seen, all of Perryville and Farmington come together to really push that one through. They pitch it. The Farmington Knights is going to send Eli Lamb back to receive the ball. Perryville is going to try to punt the ball. I don't know exactly what happened there, but it looked like a Perryville person had tipped it off, and then a Knight had tried to dive in for it real quick or something, and but I guess Knights recovered it. It's the fourth quarter now, a little under, or a little over 10 minutes. Knights on the 17-yard line. They got quite a bit to go here to drive. But it would definitely be nice. It'd be nice to see the Farmington Knights get this in. Keeper there. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage gained. 5 yards to go. like there's some altercation there from Cody Wright, number 12, and number 26. That would be James Roden, who's not gonna lie, quite a bit bigger than Cody Wright, but hey, gotta pick your fights, right? Miscommunication, maybe some faulty defense there, but as they actually had 2 players from the Pirates rush Nathaniel Link, got the ball off. It looked like he was actually looking for somebody, just wasn't able to fire it off in time to get it to where he needed to get it. So they're now back about 10 yards, it looks like. Yeah, about 12 yards. So they're on the looks like they've got 22 yards to go, and it's 2nd down. So we'll see if the Knights can pull this one out. Called by Adam Kateri, and Adam Kateri, I guess this dance was actually effective here. Wow, that was actually a pretty good run there. Looked like Adam was dancing a little too much, but he definitely got a couple jukes in there that was effective and faked him out. Got around about 3 defenders and got down to a little bit past the 30. So we're now, looks like we're about 3 yards short of the, we got 13 yards to go for 1st down. So that was about a 9-yard gain. So, you know, if we keep pulling something like that, I mean, it's very possible that we can. Hopefully, we're looking for a throw here. Here we go. It's off to Cody Wright, and he is gone, ladies and gentlemen. He is off to the races. Look at this, a 3rd touchdown for Cody Wright, and that kid is just absolutely gone. There we go, 3rd touchdown for Cody Wright tonight, as we see him find a nice little hole in between the defenses. Receives the ball about on the 50 and just ran it right in. Beautiful play by Cody Wright. And like I've said all night, I mean, Nathaniel Link is just on his game tonight, just finding those right passes. And we see Kale Kraus back to take the field goal. We'll see if this one is actually, oh man, number 29 does it again. I don't know if they think he's a super weapon or what, but I mean, 1 point's not going to make that much of a difference. But I mean, he's just, what is this, the 2nd, should have been the 3rd time tonight that it's happened, and yet they're just letting him do it. I mean, that kid was way, I mean, he was pretty early, and so obviously, you know, they're 1 yard away from the line for a 2-point conversion. I don't know why they wouldn't go for it. So that's exactly what they're gonna do.
I think this will be 6 points that Perryville will give up if.
Oh, and it's fumbled, but a quick little wow. That was a nice little air fix there as it's hiked off. Looked like Nathaniel fumbled it a little bit, dropped it, and picked it up real quick and fired it out and hit Cody right in his hands.
Yeah, I definitely think it's safe to say that Nathaniel Link, air-wise, has been more than just sharp He's done everything right.
Yeah, he's
in
not
their
really had a
game.
lot of errors this game. He's had a couple, given any player, but he's definitely doing his job, working well, and just looking really, really good tonight. If he keeps performing like this, and if we get our wide receivers keep performing like this, I mean, we can get somewhere.
I think it's Perryville's only been in the end zone once and weren't able to punch it in, and that was at the 4-yard line.
Yeah.
But other than that,
Exactly
they
right.
haven't even been.
Well,
near
the other times they've been in the end zone, we actually got points from it. So
I don't even think they've been on their own 20-yard line all game. Besides that, obviously that one possession where they were on the 4-yard line.
So as Kale steps back to, looks like this is actually going to be maybe an onside kick. I don't know for sure. Yep, looks like an onside kick. Looks like some good blocking game by the Pirates. Looks like the ball is going to be on about the 38-yard line. With 5 minutes left, 39-0, ladies and gentlemen. It definitely looks like, and I hope I'm not saying this too early, but with how Farmington's been playing, I think it's safe to say that this will be a shutout for the Knights.
Looks like
And either way, I mean, in 5 minutes, it's definitely going to be a win either way. But it is good to see that we have a good chance to get a.
I think
No yards.
some younger guys are getting more reps here, as it is 39-0 Farmington.
And that's good, the younger kids is what's going to make the football team in a few years, so it's definitely good to see that. Oh, wow. Cole Lawrence just
swallowed that guy and just threw him down. Call that Texas
I mean, he
tornado.
just ran into a beast. Cole just wrapped his arms around him and just chucked him like day-old bread.
He gave him a little Texas tornado right there, Bob.
Texas tornado. I don't think he was ready for what was coming. Step back and send it off to number 11, Logan Thaxton. And Logan Thaxton's quite the athlete, formerly knowing him, because he actually played for Farmington back in 8th grade and was a football player, and he's always been kind of a natural athlete like that. So as we see him hand it off the ball, I mean, he just drove right through Farmington and got a nice little first down. He's on the 50. Perryville Pirates are on the 50. Oh, wow. I haven't. Well, the only other time we've seen number 29 in this game is when he's been called offsides for starting off early. But obviously, they handled the ball, and he found quite the dangerous hole. And I about swallowed my words from earlier that we were going to bring home a shutout, to be honest, because that kid found that hole and he was gone. But we had one player tag him up a little bit, and that slowed him down. And Devin Hughes was, thank God, able to catch him real quick and grabbed a hold of his jersey and just pulled him right in and wrapped him up. But as you said earlier, I mean, they besides one time, they really haven't seen their own 20. So this is the second time now, and it's under 2 minutes going, turbo clock going. And so we'll see if they have the chance. Timeout is called, and so we'll be back here in a few.
Minute and 49 left in the fourth. As Farmington's up 39-0 on Perryville. As Perryville is on their own 17-yard line for what feels like the first time in forever. But
back. Perryville is on the 11 right now for a touchdown, and they go out wide to number 6. And I definitely spoke too early, ladies and gentlemen, is with a minute left, the Knights couldn't hold them off, and they get a touchdown. That's got to be honest, that's really disappointing considering, given the fact that they have a minute left and they couldn't hold off a shutout. It happens. I mean, it's still 39-6. It's still a win, but it's just one of those things where you want to shut out, you got to deliver it. And it is good. 39-7.
well, Pirates are still down 32 points, so
I don't think it'll be happening
unless
in a minute.
something more than just a miracle happens, I don't really see anything going as far as what it already has by now, because there's exactly 1 minute left in the fourth.
Left. Perryville steps out to take the kick. Tries to take a little nice offside kick. Number 7 with a nice little spin move there. That's Sam Nicholson. It's nice to see him get some time. Let's line up. 56 seconds left. I don't really know why the turbo clock isn't. Well, I guess the turbo clock isn't going because we're now not up as much as we were. Look like number 64 and 24 we're getting into it. 64 Morgan Gozman from Farmington. it was Caden Files, number 16, that kind of tried to lob that off into Cody Wright's hands, and Cody Wright just wasn't able to receive it, I guess, in the with 6 seconds left, ladies and gentlemen. Looks like this ball game is over, and we will see you another time. Have a good night, ladies and gentlemen.